Hi guys, it's Carol. How are ya? I'm okay. This is a picture I took outside of my apartment. Right now it is 5:53. It is 65 degrees. You know, a lot of days we have still been 105 at this time of night. It's 65 degrees. We had a little rain last night, and we had a little rain early this morning. And the sky has looked like this all day. And that's how I felt all day. When I don't get my antidepressant in me, if I'm very depressed, what I do is I bawl over everything. I have to take my antidepressant with a meal, with food, and so I take it with my lunch. You're supposed to also take it at the same time every day, so I try. Well, Saturday, Sunday, and today, I did not feel like eating, and the last thing on my mind was taking my medicine, because I just been sick, and so I realized a while ago that I've missed 3 doses of medicine now, and that's enough to throw me in the depression hellhole on top of everything else. But anyway, I realized it because I was crying over everything today. First of all, I wanted to commemorate 9/11. And so I Googled some free 911 pictures, and I got one to my clipboard, but then I couldn't figure out how to get it from my clipboard to YouTube. I don't know what to do. I've never been able to do that. So that's one of those things I need to learn someday. But anyway, I do definitely remember 9/11. I remember watching the Twin Towers. I didn't mean to bawl through this video. I'm going to get a grip. But yes, I have not forgotten 9/11. And then I haven't seen my grandkids since Friday because I've been sick. And Rhett sent me a little video. He was being silly and funny, and that made me cry. That's when I realized, Carol, you haven't had any medicine. And then I watched one of my very favorite channels, Crazy But Not Dangerous. It's a lady named Shorty Vaughn. I just love her channel. Her name's Tanya. But for the longest time, I thought her name was Yvonne. She has the funniest video today. She's very short. I think she's 4 feet 5 inches, and she mostly cooks. I haven't been able to watch her cooking videos this weekend or anybody else's cooking videos because I don't want to look at food. But today I saw that she was doing Tales from the Step Stool, so I watched. When she's doing Tales from the Step Stool, she's in her kitchen, but not cooking. You could go watch Shorty's video today. I just was flabbergasted. But anyway, that made me think. For the longest time, I've not been watching her for very long, a month or two, I guess. I don't know. But I've always thought her name was Yvonne. She calls herself Shorty. But I thought her name was Yvonne. And then in one video, she told us her name is Tanya and that her mother spelled it strange. She spelled it Tanja, which is not strange at all to me. J in Spanish is not pronounced ja. It's pronounced ha. Like there's a little town near where I grew up, and it's spelled S-A-N, San. It's a two-word name, and the next part of the name is Jon. The name of that town is not San John, it is San Juan. It's San Juan. And so pronouncing J like that is not strange to me. But anyway, in one video, I'm sorry, Andy's crying. I'll explain that in a minute. She explained that her mother spelled her name different than most people spell Tanya, and that it's spelled Tanja. And I thought, Tanya? I thought your name was Yvonne. And so I went back to the first videos of hers I had watched, trying to figure out why I thought her name was Yvonne. Well, you know I'm hearing impaired, and I don't wear my hearing aids at home. They drive me crazy, and they make my ears itch. And anyway, if the world is too loud, I like a quiet world. Andy, I would like you to be quiet. Anyway, when I'm watching videos, most often I really can't understand a lot of people. And so I have the volume turned off. Andy, quit crying. It's okay. I have the volume turned off and I read the closed captioning. And so I went back and watched the first several of her videos. And every time she says, my name is Short Yvonne, the closed captioning puts, my name is Yvonne. So I thought her name was Yvonne. I thought of that today, and it just tickled my funny bone, made me laugh instead of cry, so that was funny. Anyway, and the other video I watched today was Nona Grace. Now, normally, when I'm feeling good, I love to watch my YouTube people. I watch YouTube a lot. And I try not to miss my favorite YouTube people's videos. But the last 3 days, I haven't watched hardly any, especially if they're cooking. I have not watched those. But anyway, today I watched Nona Grace. Nona Grace has a channel that's just a nice channel. I have told her I wanted to give her a shout out, and I emailed her or left her a message on her videos, I don't know, telling her, please email me and let me know what you would like me to say about your channel when I give you a shout out so I don't miss anything that's important. And she's not answered me, so I'm just going to tell you. Nona Grace and Jim are a couple. Their children, I think they have 4 children, and they're all adults, and they have grandchildren now. They live in Western New York, not New York City. They live out in the country. Her scenery around her home is not like mine. She has beautiful green grass and beautiful trees. They own a big piece of property, and they have a 2-story house, and it's blue. I've always wanted a blue house. Sometimes when I see her blue house, it just, if I'm not doing well, it makes me tear up. Oh, this video is so crazy. Let me go back and explain. I don't know if I've even done that. I have not had my medicine since Friday. Oh, I told you that. Never mind. Well, anyway, Nona Grace, she raises chickens. They have a cute little dog. They go camping. They ride motorcycles. If Jim's doing something he's got a big shop. If he's working on something, she sometimes films him. But mostly she sits in this same room in her library, and she films her videos and she talks. Now, Jim is always there with her, which is so nice. If she's just filming in this library, he's in the background. I don't know if he's filming her or if they have a camera on a tripod and he's just sitting in there with her. I don't know. But anyway, he's always, you can hear his voice sometimes. Well, today, in the video I watched, she had on a blouse, a top, and she wasn't happy with how the neckline was. She was trying to adjust it, and she couldn't even get it to make her happy. And so Jim stood up and went over and adjusted her neckline for her. I'll stick in a picture. That just made me bawl, because I thought, what a sweet, gentle, tender moment for Jim to do this for her. And I thought, I can't even imagine having a life partner as kind as that. I've been divorced forever, and I have not had a relationship since all these years. My youngest son was 4 when we divorced, and he's now 30. He'll be 38 in November, so it's been that long. And when Jim stood up and adjusted her top for her, I thought, that just made me bawl. Here's a picture. I forgot I already showed you the picture. I'm loopy today. Anyway, her channel name is Nona Grace. I'm in a parking lot, so I don't have any data, and I can't look up what her handle is with a little @ sign. So you'll just have to put in Nona Grace, all one word. If you put Nona and Grace as 2 separate words, you get somebody else. Now, the reason Andy is crying and that I'm in a parking lot is Casey's had this same virus I have had all weekend. She got sick Saturday as well. And this is Monday evening, and I'm sitting in an urgent care parking lot with the dogs because she told me she just couldn't handle it anymore. The horrible dizziness and she has a horrible headache. I have had headache come and go, but hers has not, and it's probably a migraine. And then we will be cold, and all of a sudden we will have like a hot flash, and we will feel like the room is like 200 degrees, and our faces feel clammy. We've just been sick as a dog. But she decided she wanted to come up to urgent care and see if they could do anything for her, because she didn't think she could handle the dizziness and the headache and everything through one more night. Oh, she just texted me. They gave her a shot of tramadol for the headache, and now they're running a strep test because her throat was really red. She hadn't told me her throat hurt, but they're running a strep test. I'll let you know what else they say about the dizziness and hot flashes. But I'm going to cut this off here, but I'm going to make a part 2 because I have to tell you, I dropped my phone in a bucket of water. Stay tuned for part 2, guys.